Hi, it's Laura Jack, and this is the Christmas song Punishment, and my friends are the worst.
Well, folks, as for the rest of the story, he went down in history.
The red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw him, you would even say it. All of the other reindeer used to like to call him names. Then I lost my place, joining any reindeer games. Then one Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then all the reindeers loved him as they shouted out with Whippy! The red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Welcome back to Two Dads Drink and a Lesbian. Season 2, episode 13.
She gets more vocal with every episode.
Yeah, we are at Doe Bar again, guys. We love it here. We really do.
We do
it's
love
warmer
Doe
this
Bar.
week, too.
It is a little warmer.
Yeah.
We're getting ready for Thanksgiving Eve tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yep.
They are
I
getting ready.
guess when this posts, they're getting ready for Thanksgiving.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, it'll be Thanksgiving Day, basically, when this comes out, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Unless I decide to move it to Friday.
I'll be on a plane. So, yeah.
Who knows? I want to, read their Black Friday ads while listening to Two Dads Drink.
Maybe.
Why break the cycle of Thursdays?
Yeah.
Because it's Thanksgiving.
Well, I lost this week's Survivor poll, so as you guys saw my Christmas carol earlier, it was the worst punishment ever, really.
Really?
Yes, it was so dumb. Like, I mean, not bad in terms of like, ooh, Lord. I'm saying terrible. Like, come up with good punishments, guys.
Okay. We'll try and be better, Laura.
I'm just saying.
We're not used to you
Be
losing.
funny.
Because you rigged the system against
Be
you.
funny. You
No,
guys
actually,
had
you
me-
guys, I just want to say this.
You
As
guys
soon as
had
you
me
change
tug
it,
up here last week.
that's
Be
not,
funny.
that is easy.
Once again,
Well,
that was
wasn't-
your choice.
No, that was
But
him.
be funny.
He always picks yours. I never pick yours. Just to be fair.
Okay, you're picking his next one.
Okay.
I made him wear a banana costume
Yeah.
when I felt bad about a chip. The only one that was real bad this year was the chip.
No. I got
Come
sick.
on.
I got sick off of my cinnamon. I was
I
sick
wasn't,
for an entire
I
month.
wasn't here for either episode, so
Right.
whatever.
We both had something that was like not.
Whatever you two punish each other with, that's fine.
You're right. It's probably me. We go too hard on each other. It's
Yeah.
officially what it is.
Technically, I wasn't here for either one of those or involved in either one of those.
Yeah, well, the
so-
other punishment they wanted me to tonight, they didn't take an accountability. It's been like 12 years. Like, of course, I've got rid of that gear, guys. I don't
We
own
just
it.
thought
Oh,
yeah,
no, I said you did. We were just.
we
Yeah.
said there was a chance that you still had it, and so
No,
we tried that.
not a chance.
That's why we had the Christmas carols. The back.
I mean, I would
I
have done
also
that.
had you eating for the holiday eating canned turkey.
Yeah, but I told you I can't. I'm going to be on a plane. I'm not eating anything that's going to make me sick when I'm on a 5-hour flight.
I don't know. I've never had canned turkey. Is it any good?
I mean, no, I'm sure it's not. Anyway, well, tell me about the drink tonight, Ian. We've been waiting for this one.
It's finally back in stock. We got the green Jack Daniels. It's the rye. I
Can't
think
wait.
We're all on the rocks, right?
Yeah,
Cheers,
I can't
Sean.
wait.
Tastes like Jack Daniels.
It's. I will say it's not as smooth. I think as the other one, for whatever reason, the red one.
No. It's not as smooth as the red one, but it's as smooth or better than the regular black.
Yeah, I feel like it's very on the same
Very
level
similar
as
to
the black. Yeah.
yeah.
So there's that. And actually, I forgot to add to this that me and Sean have a punishment also tonight.
You do. When
So
you
should we go ahead and do that or what?
Why do you have a punishment?
Because we voted against the Patriots.
Against Bill Belichick coming off a bad
Yeah,
loss.
we did that.
Yeah.
So,
I'm still wearing the.
all right,
Jets
well,
colors,
pour
so-
some in here, and I'm adding mine to my rocks because this is warm, and I'm not drinking non-warm stuff.
So what are you doing?
Well, you could pour them in here, or you could pour it in here. This is where I'm gonna put it, so you might as well just pour it in there.
And then you're gonna pour that into your.
And I'm just gonna drink it. Well, some of it. I'm gonna
No,
sip.
you gotta do a
It's
shot.
supposed to be a shot.
I get it, but like
So
it's
pour
not
some of
cold.
that into there, and then you got.
Okay, fair enough. That's what I was saying. Let me.
We
cool
planned
it down.
real well for this episode, guys.
Well, hey, I just need it to be cold. I don't like warm whiskey. It's really hard to take.
Sean actually usually drinks warm whiskey, so I think you'll be all right.
I don't
I'm
like
fine.
it. Yeah,
I
I
can
don't
drink
like
whiskey anyway.
Cheers,
so.
guys. Thank you, Bill
Cheers. Mine's a
Belichick.
little light. Sorry.
Thank you to the what's his name, Marilyn Jones, the or the punt returner for the punt returner for the New England Patriots. The game was 3-3 with 15 seconds left. The Jets punt the ball away, and then the punt is returned to the house for a touchdown.
Yeah.
That's how that game ended.
Yeah, I know. Didn't work out well for
No.
us. Okay, so little notes and news. Justin Fields has a shoulder injury, and he might be out for the rest of the season, or he could be playing next week. We just don't know.
I don't think it really matters. I mean, they're not going into the playoffs this year.
I would bench him. Why?
I think you've seen his talent. Like, why risk?
Yeah,
it?
why risk him getting hurt?
You know what you got now. Why?
Who's
Why?
their backup quarterback?
It doesn't matter. I take the high draft pick, grow my team, get a better line, maybe
Actually,
around them or some weapons.
Oh, man, that shot is still hitting me, guys. Holy cow!
That shot was more of a punishment than her song.
Right?
It really was. Not gonna lie. I don't take shots, so that's the whole thing. I'm not good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. I wouldn't play him either. I think it's silly. You're just risking him getting even more
And
hurt.
actually getting a real injury that could take him out for multiple years, an ACL tear, an
Especially the
MCL.
way he's running the football.
Who is his backup?
I don't know.
I'm
Who
like
knows?
going blank right now.
Who even cares? Who
Okay.
cares? But they don't win with him, and he's amazing.
No, yeah, you're right. Matt Stafford got his second concussion. So first Tua, now Stafford. So like back-to-back weeks, exactly the same situation. Guy gets hit in the head, goes into concussion protocol, gets through.
He didn't get through. They can clear. They didn't say he got through. He had a concussion. He just
had a
cleared
concussion.
before.
He cleared before the game.
He
Right, I
cleared
get
before
it,
the
but I'm
game.
saying it's like back-to-back. Like it got cleared and then went into this game and then
Oh yeah.
I think we're going to
suffered
see
a significant
minimum
injury.
2 games.
we're going to see a run of these concussions because they're paying more attention to it for a short period of time. Almost like right after the concussion movie came out,
CTE.
they
Will
got
Smith.
they got really strict with it for a little
I didn't
while,
watch
and
that.
then
I didn't watch
it
that.
reverted back. Similar to like COVID, how like we got really strict, wore masks, and then now nobody gives a fuck, right? So, I mean, it's just one of those things that you gotta, they're gonna overreact, they're gonna overcorrect, and then they're gonna come back to probably where it should be, somewhere in the middle.
They
Yeah.
should overcorrect. The Tua thing, they should have overcorrected because
Yeah.
that one. The Stafford thing, I'll be honest with you, I saw when he got knocked out, it wasn't the same as Tua. You didn't see a guy
No, I
crumpled
know.
on the field. He got hit.
Yeah,
He came off, went to the tent. They had to check him. It was a normal
right.
not normal,
more
it
wasn't
normal
like
situation.
It wasn't like a seizure looking.
correct.
Right.
It wasn't looking like you had brain damage.
No, I get it. And listen, I'm not saying it's like on the same level. I just meant in terms of like back-to-back week type situations where they went back-to-back into concussion protocol, which is just not a great thing for anybody. I mean, it's more the health of these players that I'm thinking about. It's not the game. It's really like the fact that they've sustained serious injury in a short amount of time. It's
Yeah,
really-
but that's where the more and more who retired this week. There was another player who just retired.
I must have missed that.
It just happened yesterday. He sold funny enough, he sold a rare Pokemon card for $630,000, and then he retired.
Hmm.
Who was it? It wasn't like a superstar or anything. It
Yeah.
was just a random person who was good, but just wasn't no craziness. And
Yeah.
he randomly retired.
I was just watching this thing on Andrew Luck and just like how like that interview that he like when he retired and just saying like I have to do this. Like
You're not going to see players playing more than 10 years going forward for the most part.
Yeah.
10 years is going to be a long.
well some of these
long
players are really
lifetime.
afraid of this stuff. Like they
As
don't
they
want
should
this
be.
stuff. Yeah, they don't want this.
The way there's honestly the offensive linemen and defensive linemen, the way they clash heads every single play. Those guys, I mean,
Well, okay. I think that you're right. I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
go ahead. You're a football.
I think that you're right that you're going to see an uptick in players retiring early because we already have, but you're going to probably see it even more in the future. But I think it's going to be certain types of players. It's going to be the
Yeah.
well-educated, already have businesses lined up type of players.
For sure.
Because I will tell you right now, as somebody who kind of grew up not so great, and I think a lot of us probably are in that bucket, and like if you have that opportunity to earn
Yeah, you're
millions
gonna
of
play.
dollars
Mhm.
or go back to being what you were before football, you're probably going to do that, you know?
Yeah.
So it's going to be the players that have, you know, the Drew Breeses that have, you know, multiple businesses, the Peyton Mannings that have Papa John's and all this stuff and other sources of revenue coming in. Then why risk your body?
Well, realistically, Peyton Manning got out because he did. He had to go and
He
do
had a
like
neck
some
and he couldn't throw the ball because of the
a
neck.
special neck surgery in a different country just to like get it refused.
I
Like,
did
that's
read
insane.
a really entertaining article over the weekend that said the title of the article was "The Best Position in Football," and then you read it, and it said, you know, the backup quarterback is the
Yep.
best position in football,
Yeah.
and it said Chase Daniels has been a backup quarterback for like 12 years or something like that, and he's made like over $80 million, and he's taken like he's taken less than like 80 snaps in his NFL career.
Right, and people like talk
$1 million
shit, but
a
really,
snap.
he's
$1 million
like,
a snap, and like so you almost have to wonder like should you like if you really want to just have a elongated career making a lot of money and not
but you have
kill
to be
yourself,
good enough that they want you there.
you have to be good enough that they want you there,
Right.
but be not good enough to where they want you on the
Right.
field.
They want you as the backup.
Yeah, you got to be Cooper Rush, where you're
Yeah.
the best backup in the NFL,
Yeah.
but nobody's going to want you to be their starter.
Right. No, like honest to God.
Yeah. I mean, Cole McCoy looked pretty good too until they got blown out in the second.
I was gonna say
But that wasn't on him. Like he looked good in the first half.
that's another coach that's gonna be going soon.
Yeah, I mean, I would also agree that that's
He can't get along with his team. He can't.
Let me ask you guys one more thing here. Have we overrated how important a coach with experience is?
Yeah, I think coaching is always going to be overrated.
Don't get me wrong. I know Jeff Saturday played in the NFL and all this stuff, but like he came with no coaching experience, and he beat a team that nobody thought he would beat in the Raiders, right? Last week, and then this week he went toe to toe with the Eagles and came down to literally the last like minute of the game.
Well, here's the catch with him. He's a motivator and he's a disciplinarian. He doesn't call the plays.
Right.
He has his coordinators call the plays, which is the same issue me and Laura have talked about for
Same
weeks.
as Mike McCarthy, same as
Once again, but me and
Tomlin.
Laura.
Listen, not every
No,
player
Tomlin
can be a
doesn't call.
coach.
He calls the defensive plays.
Tomlin doesn't call the defensive plays.
He's
He's the
involved.
final say. Yes, he is. Yes.
I've never seen him call a play.
He calls the
He's
defensive
involved.
plays.
He doesn't have any plays. In
Maybe
front of
not
him.
this year, but prior to this year, he called the plays.
I've never seen him call a play.
He does not call the offensive plays.
He has the headset on. I think he's like communicating with what's going on. I'm sure that all head coaches like have a little bit of like influence on what plays are being called.
No, he doesn't call the majority. He does. I'm sure he doesn't call all of them,
Right.
but he does call defensive plays because they had it out with him a few years ago about it.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm just saying like that. Maybe that's what you need in the head coaching role, is just an ultimate motivator.
No, the team.
Well, I think
you need
that-
a person to run the team.
Well, I think that the thing with coaching is that like you obviously have had to play the game. You have to know the game. Like not every player is going to be a
I don't
good
know
coach,
if you have to play,
but
the
not
game.
every player is going to not be like a decent coach. So like that's the thing. Like you can have those people who are just really good at motivation, at certain details that bring a whole team together. And it's not about it's like what's the one dude that I know he was a coach at like minor league, but our coach now he like literally came out of lefty. And he's been there for like how long?
I mean, look at even our professional.
Like I know he was good. Don't get me wrong. Like at the semi-pro level or whatever for our hockey team, but like he is now.
Sullivan.
Yeah.
Sullivan was a head coach before our team
No.
for the Boston Bruins and the New York Rangers.
Right, but then he went down to.
Yeah, because he failed in both teams.
Right, but that's my point, and he came back, and that's what I mean. Like you never know what's gonna happen. Is what I'm saying.
Well, he
You
just
could be
found the
somebody
right team.
coming
He
from-
found the right team with talent.
But look at our
He has talent.
Look at our
There's
professional
talent there.
career though, right? Like look at back in our old days, like we had two Toms as store managers, and one Tom was hands and feet above the other when it came to motivation. But I would say like the other one was probably the better overall like employee for T-Mobile, but one could motivate the fuck out of us, right?
Yeah.
Like
And the other one just got you where you wanted to go.
yeah. But like if we needed just to blow out a sales day, like
Oh yeah.
And,
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so
Well,
maybe
one of them was
overrating.
able to sell and the other one wasn't. So,
So maybe we're able to
Yeah, one was more of a salesman and one was more of an ops guy.
Well,
That's
maybe
the
we're
difference.
overrating that. Maybe the NFL head coaching position really is just a motivator.
You need to have
I
ops
don't know.
guys, but the head guy, maybe he's the motivator.
I think the head guy needs to be
That's what
Dan
disciplinary and
Campbell is.
He can just
motivator.
be delegating
He
and
needs to be the
Dan Campbell,
leader.
that's what Dan Campbell is.
At the end of the day, the head coach needs to be the leader.
Yeah, the leader, the
captain
motivator,
of the
all
ship.
of all
He
of
doesn't
us.
have to do the work. That's the coordinators. He has to go over the game plan with those guys.
I agree.
But that should be the coordinator's job. That's why you hire good coordinators, which is our issue here in Pittsburgh. Hiring fucking good
Shit,
coordinators.
yeah, shit
Not
coordinator.
even shit, because Flores is good, or should be good. At least what he's shown as a head coach.
Who's the defensive coordinator with the
Terrell.
49ers?
D'Amico Ryans.
Yeah, it used to be
You have them guys
Saleh.
pumped up.
Yeah, well, that's what Saleh did when Saleh was there. It's just a continuation. Ryans was under him as
I
a
get it, but he gets them pumped
Coach.
up.
That's what you need. You need somebody to get you angry,
Right.
get you ready to go. Before we get into week 2, I just
Here
want
comes
to.
Ian
Week
second.
two.
This
Here
is
comes
the Ian segment, I
Week
guess.
two.
Here was Ian second.
Or
second.
week-
11.
11. Sorry.
Or sorry, the second was Ian.
Last week's games of football, the seconds of each. I just want to say it's Thanksgiving in 2 days, and I'm thankful that you two idiots are my best friends and that I get to hang out with you guys. We're all idiots.
I mean,
Come on now.
you're right.
Love you guys.
Oh, I'm trying to go 3-way. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's not actually
It
working.
actually worked.
It did. We're on spot. I love it.
I'm a big I like to revisit what I'm thankful for come Thanksgiving.
Wait, can I just bring up another point also? You know what I'm thankful for? That when we did Pamela Pumpkin, when we did the I'm a
The robot.
doing the robot, me and you were in sync on that. I've never been more in sync with a human being. And when right at that moment, if you watch that, I've watched it a few times. It kills me. We do the exact same movements at the exact same
How
time.
do we not go viral on TikTok?
I don't
We did
know.
on Facebook though. We got over 2,000 views on
Really?
Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
That's because we're idiots.
We're idiots.
Facebook we do, but Instagram, anything else? No, we didn't get much.
Well, 2,000 views, I'll take it.
I'll take it. 2,000 people saw us being fucking idiots together.
I mean, literally, I was laughing the whole time. But when we did that robot, it gets me every time. I hit that point, and I'm like, I've never seen more. It's like we practiced that a million times. Meanwhile, we
Well,
did that.
did. Yeah, we did twice.
It was so perfect. Okay, anyway, let's talk about week 11 here.
Let's talk about week 11.
So the Titans smacked them Packers, which you know how I feel about the Packers this year.
That was Thursday Night Football.
Yeah, it was bad.
Can we just get his game out of the way so we don't have to listen to this?
No, I want to go here. I want to go game.
The Packers are just a bad football.
Yeah.
I do think they have an uprising
Roll,
star in
baby.
Watson. Watson looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the beginning of the season, he
Wait,
looked
it's week
like a bust.
11. That means your Cleveland's guy coming back. What next week?
Not this week. The following. Yes.
What's Cleveland's record? Are they 3-6?
3 and they're
7?
tied with the Steelers.
3-7.
Yes.
Oh, man. It's gonna be.
So they'd have to almost win out though.
And we have to play them again.
And they
too.
may with the new quarterback coming in. If he's been practicing for 2 weeks now. So if he's any bit what he was, they may. They have enough talent.
I don't think he should be able to practice until week 13.
No, they can't because then you're rusty. You can get injured. They can't play that.
I get it, but then he
You're
should
allowed
then he
back-
should practice
you're
at
allowed
that
back
point
into
and
the
then figure
team.
that out.
You're
Like
allowed
2
back
weeks
into
early.
the facility
Is
to learn to
that
play
like
to get
is that
coached.
like a
Yes.
thing?
Mhm.
All right, fine, whatever. Bears versus Falcons.
That was a fun game.
It was close
It was a lot
too.
of fun.
I'm surprised the Bears went down like that, but okay.
To me, it was a coin flip game.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but I'm just saying, I expected them to be the ones on top, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Eagles and the Colts. That was a game, man.
The Colts had it. I mean,
Yeah.
they controlled the game.
Mhm.
The Eagles came back and put a last-second touchdown on the
Jalen
board.
Hurts led his team to the final second win.
hmm
Yeah, he needs
Agreed.
some tough wins to come playoff time because they're gonna
You think they'll pay that man?
they have to.
They have to at this point. If
And
That's
I'm
what
so
I'm saying.
happy that they're gonna pay them.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that helps you
Oh
at the end
yeah.
of the day.
You see, he came out and he's like, "I really thought the Steelers were going to draft me that year."
Yeah.
Yeah, not a bad
Man,
idea.
Could you imagine put him on Pittsburgh?
Not a bad idea. He can actually move around.
Well,
I have to admit, I was wrong on Jalen Hurts. I thought he was going to ever be even an average quarterback in the National Football League. He missed way too many throws early on. Similar to Dak, was really, really bad early on. But now, I mean, he's an above average quarterback, and he's really good with his legs. But I worry about those quarterbacks that run in too much.
You always said that, but then until
happened
this
to
season,
Dak.
there was Russell
that's the
Wilson.
thing. That's what's
happened
that's
to
what's
Dak.
coming now.
Well,
That's the time of.
if you rely
we're
too
playing
much
here.
on your feet,
We got Kyler, we got Justin Fields, we got
Josh Allen.
Allen, we got.
He's the one who's
that's
gonna
the
take
name of the
look at
game at
Josh
this
Allen
point.
get banged up.
That dude's
Even
gonna take beating.
Kenny's running around a little bit,
Well,
way
Kenny-
more than
Kenny
Ben
can
was.
move. Ken can move.
Yeah.
Kenny can move. That's why.
I like my quarterback to move. I don't like him getting murdered.
I either.
Like Josh Allen looks for contact. No,
Wait, what game was I watching?
Get
Where
the fuck-
I like
quarterback
the
just
idea
kept
of
getting
the Steve
pummeled,
Young
man.
quarterback.
you know who I love how he runs the football? Pat Mahomes. I
Oh,
love
it
how
was-
Pat Mahomes runs.
It was the
It's intentional, so he can make a play.
it was the 49er Cardinal game. It was the backup quarterback for the Cardinals. He was just getting smack.
Hey, he's a back. Nobody cares.
I get it, but I'm just saying, like, it's hard to watch. You know?
McCoy's been around forever, though.
But it's hard to watch, man.
That guy's been a backup for
All right.
years now.
He follows that.
Me and Shawnee lost the bet on the Jets Patriots, of course.
Very boring game.
Very boring game. Commanders Texans. We said that the Commanders would come out on that.
The Commanders are won 5 out of 6.
Yeah,
Saints
they're coming on now.
Rams, Bubs.
Heineke's got them energized. You know,
And I like that they called him on and said
Yeah.
he's the number one when they had
Yeah.
the chance. They made him number
What's
one.
wrong with Carson Wentz?
He's broken since he got
Man, I
injured.
just don't
that year.
like him.
He's broken.
He was legit good.
No, he wasn't though. He's
That
been-
1 year, he
he's
was
that
been-
one
legit.
year, he
He's
was like
what
MVP.
Tom Way used to say to me all the time when I was over goal, but I would
Oh,
be
we're
like
throwing
way
last
over
names
goal
out now.
or slightly over goal. It would be I need more consistency. You're
Yeah.
way over goal, which is consistent,
year
but
that
I
he
need you
got
to be
hurt.
consistent.
The year he got hurt, he was legit MVP candidate. I mean, he was
Yeah.
that good.
No, he was damn good that year.
Yeah, I was
That-
worried as a Cowboys fan.
Everybody has a good year.
I don't know.
All right.
MVP.
That's
Rams,
kinda
Saints.
false.
I was gonna say-
Not everybody has a
I
good
was gonna say
year.
that's
I
an.
mean, everybody is capable of having a good year. So I'm saying.
Nah.
Yeah, you have the right team around you. The right things can go to play. Even
How
a,
about that?
even a
How
not so
about
great
that
quarterback. can
handsome
do-
guy for the New York Football Jets that
Zach Wilson.
remember when he got drafted? You're like, oh, he's gonna be a success. Look how handsome he is.
No, I said marketing. I said marketing.
No,
him
but
will
I
be
get it. But
an
like
easy
he
success.
sucks. He's like
He's-
hot.
He's a head game, is what he is. He's a head case. Rams
he loves the mum,
Saints.
though.
I mean, we pass. Like who cares?
I can't believe the Rams are just doing as bad as they're doing back.
They are the worst Super Bowl team
Yeah,
since like 1962 or something like that.
agreed.
It was a stat that came out. It was like 60 years.
It's only getting worse.
Browns and the Bills.
Quarterback is
Them
down.
Bills be looking good still.
The Bills were rusty at first, but they pounded on the Bills at the end of that.
I have to tell you, when Deshaun Watson gets in that backfield, though, Donovan Peoples-Jones and Amari Cooper as his receivers, they look good with Brissett. I'm
Amari
kinda-
Cooper
Yeah, no,
is
they'll be
a
all right.
great
Well,
receiver.
Donovan Peoples-Jones fits what Watson likes to do, which is throw deep. He runs deep all the time and causes
That would have been a different game.
35. What's that?
That would have been a different game if he would have been in the game. The Bills. It would
It's
have been a
just
different game
it's
for sure.
well, quarterbacks make a difference,
Mhm.
just like coaches make a difference.
Right.
Brissett hasn't played horrible.
No,
You know
he's
what
just
I mean?
not a star.
He's just not a
a
star.
solid backup.
You're
quarterback.
going from a solid like backup to an elite quarter. Supposedly, we haven't seen him play in 18
And-
months.
Yeah, so yeah, you're still questioning that what he can do. But
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, week one that he comes back against the Texans, he's going to light them up. He may be bad the following week.
Have we seen any player? Well, no, we have with Bell. Bell went about 18 months before playing, right? Like, and he wasn't very good.
Yeah, but he went back to the Jets. But he
I'm just saying, he didn't look like near the running back.
he didn't come back to the same team he was on. So
Yeah,
if he came back to the Steelers, who knows what he would have done with that line at that time? But he came back to a Jets who couldn't hold up with his stop, go, stop, go, stop, go.
Yeah.
yeah.
Not many teams could handle a running back that is patient and just stops.
I will say, I've been to probably 20 football games live, and NFL games live and in person. But the game you and I went to, the Cowboys,
Him and Zeke back and forth.
Zeke's rookie year, and Bell just fucking like Bell would pop into the line. I'm like, oh yeah, we got him like for a 3-yard gain, and he'd pop out the other side. You're like, how the fuck did he do it?
Yes, he just
Like we
stopped.
left that game, like the
He just
Cowboys won.
stops. He just stops.
Cowboys got lucky and won. They shouldn't have won that game, but they got lucky and won. But like I think Sean and I both went back going like we just witnessed two of the best like running back
They were
performances
both great
of
in
all
that game.
time.
Yes.
All right, we got Panthers and the Ravens, which was a super boring game as well, and the Ravens are lucky to even come out with 10 points ahead of them. Just
What
such a
is wrong
slow.
with the Ravens? What is wrong
They're
with
so
them? They are
slow.
not the normal Ravens.
They have no weapons.
But they're
They have
like
no receivers.
usually they're big D, but like I just feel
Oh,
like
they only gave
kinda
up
like
3
that.
points.
I
What's
get
that?
it, but I'm just saying
What's
like
that guy's name? Duvernay or?
He hasn't done shit this
Like
year.
I kind of like him.
I do,
but
but
they
he hasn't
just,
done
They
anything.
just don't
yeah, they're
use
just
him.
not doing it.
I don't know. I don't get it.
The Lions.
They're missing
Dan Campbell comes out with the win.
Are they missing Hollywood Brown?
I don't think so, but
No.
I still think they've had a good weapon.
So Motor City Dan Campbell's won his last 3
I
games.
know. I'm literally so pumped for him.
They're going to pass the Packers up this year.
City.
They were the only
Listen,
team that
the
won
other
a game
games that they
in the
lost,
NFC
the
North.
other games that they lost were like losses by 3 points. Losses by 3 points. Like if they're losing by nothing, they could be like literally undefeated.
Well,
at
the
this
catch
point.
is the last 3 weeks, I don't know if anybody's paid enough attention that they're actually healthy. They got Swift back. They got Jamal Williams
Dude, I
back.
like the Lions.
They actually
You
think
all
they
like
got
the
DJ
Lions.
Shark
They
back.
were, they
but
were
I
a team
I
last
want.
year.
They're my team still.
Although I'm still upset that they moved on from Hawkinson because I did like him in their
I
uniform.
love Hawkinson.
Even though he's in Vikings, and I'm okay with that too for me.
Here's my thing with the Lions. I feel like if they had any other quarterback of decent caliber, the Goff just doesn't do it for me.
Oh, they're talking their way out of a quarterback in the draft the way they're playing the last few weeks. So
Goff doesn't do it for me.
they need a quarterback, but they're talking their way out of it.
No, they need it. Raiders, Broncos. This is why I lost the freaking.
What did you say, Jack?
I said I should have taken the Raiders. I'm like, why did I take the Raiders? I said that, and like when we were talking, like I screwed myself. But anyway, it was not pretty either way.
Something is wrong in Denver.
Yes.
Yeah.
Russ Wilson does not look like Russ Wilson.
Mm-mm.
Not even close.
They just cut.
It's not a good fit.
They just cut, they cut Melvin.
They cut Melvin Gordon, but did you hear the rumor about that?
No, what?
The rumor was he went into the locker room. And this kind of makes sense because like they cut him out of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
He went into the locker room after the loss, and I guess he had like a speaker system in his like locker or whatever. And he started blaring Future songs, right? Future the rapper, and Future used to date Sierra, who's Russ Wilson's wife, right? And Russ Wilson supposedly went right into the coach's office and said, "You need to cut him now."
Not surprised by that.
That's the rumor. Now, it was a TikTok rumor. I don't know if it's true or not, but I was like, damn, it makes sense.
If it's on TikTok, it must be true.
But it makes sense though. Like, why would you cut a former All-Pro running back in the middle of the
last few
season?
years, but it still doesn't make sense to cut
They
him.
have no other good running.
Because he's causing problems.
Latavius, Chase,
He's causing problems, and they
Edmonds,
probably said something to him, and he just probably popped off, and they were like, "Okay, this guy's
But
Javon.
if it's
out of
true,
control."
if it's true that he went in and he's so mad because of how fucking dog ass that Russ Wilson's been, he went in and just like, I'm gonna fucking play Future tracks. He's now my favorite NFL player. I would totally do something like that. I'm like, fuck this motherfucking quarterback.
Okay, Ian,
I'm going to play some Future tracks right
it's
now.
your time.
How about the Cowboys?
That's a big
Dude,
win.
I will say
That is a big
going into the game, I was semi-confident, right? The Vikings 8-1. The only thing they lost to is the Eagles, right? Which again, I don't think the Eagles are as good as people think they are right now, but they're really good this year. They're a lot better than they were last year, and they just beat the Bills. Although Justin Jefferson beat the Bills, not the Bills. Right? And the Bills beat themselves.
Yeah,
with fucking
absolutely.
fumble and everything. However, I had a lot of confidence going into that game, but the Cowboys played a perfect football game. Like Dak had 3 incompletions the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
Every team's capable of having a game like that.
Tony Pollard is our star running back right now. Here's
He
where
fucked up my fantasy league.
here's
this
where
week.
Zeke comes into the play right now. Zeke comes into the play on short yardage. He's better than Tony at short yardage. 3rd and 1, goal line. He's better than Tony. Other than that, give Tony the ball. Like Tony is the star.
Well, that's
And
where Zeke has touchdowns, 2 1-yard runs.
what scares me is Tony is a free agent in the offseason, right? So it's like we have Zeke overpaid. Tony needs to be paid. Like what's going to happen with that shakeup? I'm really scared as a Cowboys fan because we need to keep Tony Pollard. But
Could you imagine if they lose him and he comes to Pittsburgh?
so here's what excites me as a
I
Cowboys fan.
take him.
Leading up to the week, I heard all about how like they had team meetings. Yeah, Michael was all over Twitter going like, "We will never lose a fucking 14-point lead in the fourth quarter ever again. My defense will not ever let that happen again." Like they were angry, and they came out and played angry. Like 7 sacks.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just fucking great.
Oh, it also helped that their starting left tackle, Christian Darashaw, went out in the first quarter.
Oh yeah, it all helps, but like it doesn't
Stars.
matter. Like trust me, that left tackle did not change the result of that game. They just completely
40 to 3,
dominated.
yeah, it's pretty
And
serious.
this is the first time
And that's the Vikings. They did not.
this is the first time the
That was
Cowboys
not-
have ever traveled digs onto a receiver. Jefferson had 3 catches for like 30 yards.
Yeah.
First time ever. I think they're going to be traveling digs from now on to other receivers. So this is great. It's a good move. I'm excited as a Cowboys fan because I've seen like if we play like that, we can compete with anybody. And it was a fun game. It was a lot of fun. The big drama in the game is now I have Sunday tickets, so it didn't affect me. But and I'm in the Steelers market, right? So the Steelers were on national television in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
But in other markets, the Cowboys were the primetime game. Cowboys Vikings. Romo was the caller. Like it was their main game. And I guess like it was like 7 minutes left of the third quarter. They're like, we're gonna pull this game and go to a more competitive game. Twitter went fucking nuts. Like the Vikings are so bad, they just got pulled off of fucking CBS for not being competitive. And they went to the Steelers Bengals game nationwide.
Well, I mean, the Steelers
that game
Bengals game
was
was
also
super
kinda-
competitive.
It was 24-23 at the time when
Yeah.
they switched to
Oh,
it.
and I mean, it
it was-
ended 37-30. So
Yeah, but that last touchdown was cheesy.
no, that's what I'm
Garbage
saying.
time.
There was one
It was
touchdown.
garbage.
Yeah. it was
Yeah, but we were
one
losing by 14 points at that point. That's why I'm saying that last one was the
So
Bengals crushed us in the second half.
Speaking of that, we're on to your guys' game,
touchdown.
right?
Well, that's because they were so transparent in the second half.
Oh yeah,
The
the
first
offense
half
was
was
horrible.
cool.
It was
The
dog
second half, it was so transparent what we were doing
Well,
that
first
a toddler could have called
I-
out these plays.
First half, I posted on Facebook. I'm like, who's calling our plays
Yeah.
today? It's
Yeah,
not
well, wait
Canada.
until second half.
And
Because
then
he
the
played
second
the
half
same.
rolled.
He played the same plays over and over again. They literally said the opposing team said we knew what was coming because they just did the same plays over and over again.
And that's what it is. But that's what he does.
They
It's Canada.
literally said that.
Canada's a train wreck. But I'll be honest with you, at the same,
Sad, man.
but at the same
Get a
time,
new job back, Canada.
Okay.
A new job.
okay, so
Out of football.
I've been
Get
blasting.
promoted to fan, right?
So hold on,
Yes, or like cake maker. I
I've
don't
been
know.
blasting him for 2 years solid right now. So I
Maybe
do want
more
to take
than
the
2 years.
it may
How
be,
long has
but
it been with the
bad.
Steelers?
maybe more than that. I hated when they hired him. I hated
I
it.
think
Um,
you've been talking like last year. You were talking like Ben should be the offensive coordinator. So like
Um,
Ben called the plays.
But I am going to take 1 second to blast somebody else because I don't want to completely blame him this past game because our
Pickens
star.
dropped a couple of
So hold on, our star-studded defense,
That in his hand.
which
Wow.
TJ Watt's ridiculous, by the way. Let me point that out. When I say our
know
star-studded
that.
defense, I don't want to take. I want to take
Michael
him
was
out.
down though, right?
What's that?
Or Minka was down.
No, he came back in this game. He was down prior to this game.
Oh, was he? Okay,
He
so he's
came back in
for
this game.
Mhm.
Nonetheless,
I apologize. I missed the whole game. Our
no
games
matter
are at the
what
same
I say
time.
right now, take TJ Watt out of this because that guy's just ridiculous. No matter which way I look
Yeah.
at it, the defense gave up 38 points.
Mhm.
You should. I can blame the offense for being shitty all I want,
Mhm.
but the defense gave up 38 points.
Yeah.
This offense scored 31.
So, as a football fan, let me ask you because Sean and I were at Buffalo Wild Wings when the Dallas Cowboys decided to draft Taco Charlton over TJ Watt. As a football fan, could you imagine TJ Watt and Micah Parsons being on the same football team?
We were talking about this last week or this week or something.
I mean, could you imagine?
Hallelujah that we got him though.
No, but could you imagine?
No, it would be.
I'll be
dumb.
honest with you, he fits the Steeler mold. He is.
I know, but could you imagine? Who just puts Mike on the Steelers? Like, tell me what that would look like.
You would
I'll be honest with you, I
dirty.
want JJ Watt.
It'd be nasty,
You'd be
right?
dirty.
I want-
dirty.
Honestly, I want JJ Watt on our team just because I think the Watt name fits the Steeler mold. To be honest with you, the whole Watt team.
I get it.
JJ Watt is not as elite as Micah. is.
No, it's not for that. I'm not saying it for that reason. I'm just saying that after watching TJ and Derek on our team,
Yeah.
the name, the brand of the Watt family fits the Steeler organization.
A
I
lot
can
of people
legit
talk
see
crap
JJ.
on
I'm just saying
Jake-
that
or
the
on
hypothetical thought that those two could be on one football team.
Derek. I mean,
I'm talking DJ and
The Steelers are in line to possibly go after that new high-end pass rusher out of Alabama. What's his name? can't think of his name right now. Nonetheless, if they end up taking him, we get to line him up with TJ Watt opposite.
I still feel like that, like TJ and Micah, those are like once every 5-7 year talents, right?
Yeah, but this guy coming out is being said to be higher than any of them. Huh? That's how they're rated.
Yeah, but
Let's get him.
they're
Once
wrong.
again, it's I don't.
Taco
always believe
Charlton was rated higher than TJ Watt.
that. TJ Watt wasn't even the first round pick, and the Steelers took him in the first round.
I'm just saying, I wanted TJ so bad.
TJ Watt, though, man. Thank God we did. All right, Chiefs and Chargers.
That was a really fun game.
Who was?
The Chargers got their weapons back. It was back and forth.
Yeah.
Herbert,
Yeah.
I feel bad for Herbert because he can't overcome Mahomes. It's like you remember. Well, I don't know how. Were you guys?
He will, though.
Were you guys big NBA fans growing up?
Yeah, I was.
Somewhat.
Wait, did you watch like the Pistons Bulls games like early on in Jordan's career? Like I was like 4 or 5 years old, but I remember a little bit of it, and I've watched a lot of them since then. But it reminds me a lot of like Jordan trying to beat the Pistons back in the day, and he just couldn't overcome them for a couple of years. He needed more help, is what it really was, and he finally overcame them. Like the Chiefs are just they have their number right now. You're not going to hear it though on the audio.
Weekly
But-
though. Oh,
Weekly, every week. I feel like the Chiefs are just going to own the Chargers until the Chargers put something around Herbert that takes him to the next level. Herbert is, I said it, I don't know who I said it to, but I said to somebody last week, I would literally trade Dak and multiple first-round draft picks for Justin Herbert.
I think Herbert is a great quarterback, and I think Mahomes is a great playmaking quarterback. And I say that because I see Herbert as a better pocket passing quarterback. Just sit back there, and we'll be able to throw
Herbert-
I
40,
feel like
50.
Patrick
I think-
Mahomes.
Herbert's the second coming of Dan Marino.
yes,
Patrick
that's
Mahomes
actually a
is
great
the
way of putting it.
LeBron of football. The way his body it can move through the field
Pat
is so
Mahomes
much
is the Michael
easier.
Jordan.
I was
No,
going to
but
say
I'm
Mahomes
saying
is the
that, like,
everything
that's
right
what I
now.
mean,
He
though,
can do. He is the face of the NFL. No matter which way they want to face it, he is the face of the NFL.
If the Chiefs woke up tomorrow and said, we're going to trade Pat Mahomes,
Every
what would
team,
that
every
team would
team
want him.
calls.
And it would be the most ridiculous offers you've ever seen. I mean,
I
we're
don't-
talking 10 players, 10 draft picks. Like,
Their starting quarterback.
and I have to give my buddy Sean here credit because he was on Mahomes' dick way earlier than anybody I know.
Yeah, called it his rookie year.
He literally called it like he never saw the field. And Sean's like, Mahomes is the next best thing. And I was like, I don't see it. Like, he hasn't even touched the field yet. And sure enough, that motherfucker, I mean, he is just so unbelievable.
There's nothing he does wrong. He literally, he's
He has
here-
had a lot of weapons though from the get go.
Okay, so here
He's
in
been
Pittsburgh,
set up for success.
Yeah, he had the right coach. What did I say?
Right,
when he was
and the
rookie?
right teams
I
around
said he was on the
His-
right coach.
Okay, well, his best receiver is Kelsey, right? But his best
Now.
actual receiver
Yeah, well, now
is
he had-
Juju.
Now he had Tyreek Hill
Yeah, he had
before.
Tyreek
He had
Hill.
Tyreek
His
prior.
best receiver now is
Um,
Juju.
Don't get me
He
wrong.
still looks
If you remember Tyreek,
Juju's
Tyreek wasn't
good.
as much of a name under Alex Smith, was he?
No?
No, Alex Smith didn't do that stuff with Tyreek.
Yeah. Which, don't get me wrong, Tyreek's
Well, but that's
Oh,
why I
he's
say
ridiculous. He's
that's why I say
ridiculous
it's
as
kind of
well.
like LeBron's body like frame.
In
Like
Kelsey,
Michael
maybe-
Jordan was smooth, right? But he was still like relatively the same size as all the other players on the court.
So-
LeBron James moves like he's a football player on a basketball court. He's a big dude coming down the lane. You're getting out the way or you're getting knocked.
not anymore.
No.
No.
By the way,
I'm saying though, and that's
I
how
get
Pat
you. I
Mahomes
get you.
is.
By
When
the
he
way-
goes and he does something,
Pat
you
Mahomes-
know you can feel this
The-
dude moving. Is what
by
I'm
the
saying.
way, the Chiefs. This has not been pointed out yet, and I haven't heard either one of you guys talk about this. The Chiefs have a baller on that offense, Isaiah Pecco.
Oh, I have him on fantasy.
Oh, I have him in not the other league on fantasy.
I saw him in free agency. I got giddy. I was like,
14,
ooh, who dropped
14
him?
touches for 110 yards this week. Yeah, they need more weapons.
Yeah.
They found their running back. Sorry,
He's-
CEH.
He's
He is an Austin Eckler type. He is short, little.
jittery.
Yes,
He's
but it
jittery.
may work in that offense. That kind of offense, it
I
may
like
be
it.
fitting.
No, I like
All
it.
right, last game, guys. 49ers and Cardinals.
I didn't watch the first
It was a
half.
great game.
It was 17-10 at halftime.
It was really interesting.
I had a 13-team parlay that ended with the 49ers money line, and I hit it, and that made my weekend tenfold. But I would have loved to see Kyler in that game. Like Knights are
yeah,
good
for
team.
sure.
It's a Madden video game, man.
Yeah, for sure.
If you throw my Kyler in there.
Yeah, like
But think about this: if Trey Lance is anything like they expect him to be,
49ers are good.
and you have him with Kyler with CMC in that game,
here's the thing.
CMC.
CMC is dude. He's
My God, like I know you got Mitchell, and that sucks for you because
It doesn't though. It was the first week he had 15 points.
once
This-
again
This
he's
week,
pretty-
this week it was more of my tight end, my
Kittle had a
wide
week.
receiver.
Kittle
That's
had
what
a
I'm
week this
saying.
week.
So it was, he just went the other route.
no, that whole
like,
offense.
whatever.
That whole offense is
are
scary.
either
Yeah,
of you
it's
gonna
a
give me any mad props that I'm on a 3-game winning streak right now?
No.
Before that, weren't you on
Are
a
you
4-game losing streak?
Doesn't
No,
matter.
because literally, if it wasn't for Pollard this week, I would have beat you. And I almost came back and beat you if it wasn't for the fact that the 49ers were so ahead of the Cardinals that they took all my players out. Every single one of my players, Garoppolo, Debo, fucking
Hey.
Kittle, all of them came out of the game to
So-
assure your win, my
Fill
friend.
you guys in. These two played each other. Right?
Just letting him know that if it wasn't
I'm
for
just
that,
letting you know,
my
Kadarius
team
Toney
was
got
coming
hurt
right
on the
back.
first play of the game.
to fill you
Okay.
guys in,
Kadarius
me
Toney
and
was
my
gonna be a
brother
20-point
have a
player.
3-game lead over any other team in the league right now.
No, but
Great.
you guys talk shit on me how bad my team was, and I told
Wait,
you.
but all my players have been
Wait,
like
wait.
in.
I told you
all
guys
year.
that
Like,
I was
I
going to
wasn't
be a
gonna win this
second
year.
half team, and I was correct. However, a little too late.
It's too late.
They
yes.
needed like 1 or 2 weeks earlier to become a second half team.
Once again, the only catch you have is possibly Wade,
I'm
but
gonna
Wade
finish-
keeps winning right
I'm
now.
going to finish 500.
I swear to God, if I don't get a good, if I don't get a good pick this year, I'm gonna lose it because every year that I just want you to know, every year that I've entered into this league, the entire time I played, I've never picked in the top 5 picks. Do you know this? The entire time I've played.
Because
in
you've
this
been
league.
winning.
No, there's been years.
No,
that
she
I,
won this past year. The year before that, she lost in the first round of the
That's what I'm
lottery
saying.
draft, second playoff.
I'm pick number 7 every fucking year.
No, you were picked sixth.
Whatever. I'm saying 6, 7, 12. I'm all over the board. I have not been in the first 5 picks, not a single year that we have played fantasy
The
football.
only reason I had a
I've never had it.
Fill you in. You won the title last year. You can't be in the first.
I know 1 year. What about all the other years, my friend?
There's been 2 in the new league.
No.
2.
Sean,
What about his league too?
Sean keeps bringing up new leagues.
I know, but I'm talking about in both of your leagues. I've never
Because
been
I'm
in the
not
top
keeping
5.
record prior to
Sean
that.
Which tells me
I'm
that
not
you guys
keeping
are
record.
fixing something.
Wait. Sean had the league previous for like 3
I
years.
was gonna say I've been in the league for like 6 years now.
Yeah.
7
Well,
years
something's
He
now.
just,
going
he
on
just
here.
changed it.
I changed the way it ran.
Some-
Something's
changed it to-
going
He
on
changed
here.
it to keepers, and now he wants to null and void my
No, I'm not null and
championship.
voiding
If
anything.
anybody's null and voiding anything who should be pissed off should be Wade. Wade was a 3-time champion before.
Doesn't matter.
He's the one who should be pissed.
You null and void a championship. Championships aren't easy.
You
man.
can keep
No,
it. It's just
no.
not under this league. So
Listen.
I'm
It is
gold
what it is.
status on Yahoo Fantasy. That's all I need.
what's that?
Gold-
That's what I'm
I
saying.
think
You
I'm
have
gold
it there.
status too.
I'm not saying you didn't win the championship. I won 2 the year
That
before
doesn't
I
mean
took
anything. I'm
over.
gold status too, but
Guys, I
don't feel so special.
I got platinum, guys.
That's what I'm saying.
Just
I think gold.
no. Platinum's
How do
the
you know?
highest. Look at it. You can pull it up. I'm the highest
I
in the
want to
league.
know.
I'm the highest rated
How?
team in the league. Go ahead, pull it up.
How do you know?
I don't know.
Promise you.
Why? How do you know?
Yeah, go to the league.
Just because you go in a bunch of
No, you actually have
I'm-
more teams and more games than me. Just so you know that. You have more.
I've been playing since I was like 11 years old.
How do I
Me
know?
too.
How do
But
I
you've
know?
had more.
Team-
Just so you
team
know that.
levels?
You've
Silver?
had
On
more.
Yahoo?
Where do I go to?
So go in. So hold on here. 2 levels. Who's that at number 1 at platinum level?
Yeah,
Who's the only one at platinum level?
No. Oh yeah. It's
Who's the
silver.
only one at platinum?
So who's under it? Let me see.
Yeah, we're all gold.
You're not. You're not in the top 3, Hoover.
Yeah, you're like over
There's
here.
no way Jake is higher level.
Jake won a championship and then won to the championship. What do you think, dude?
Hang on. Like, Yahoo's fucking stupid. Man. I'm looking up his profile right now. So they're taking a 3-year fantasy versus 20 fucking years of fantasy.
Correct, but they're basing off win percentage. They're
What was
basing
that?
off
What
of.
was that?
Pull up your win
Watch.
percentage, Hoover. Pull up your win
Doesn't
percentage.
matter, dude. Like,
Don't
you know
matter.
how hard
Win
it is?
percentage doesn't matter when it
Dude,
comes to
talk to me when
ratings.
Jake's almost 40, okay? Like,
It doesn't matter when your win percentage is close. What do you think they rate this off of?
I don't know. But
Win percentage.
no, this ain't right. This only has my last couple of years win percentage.
It has whatever you have as your login. Is whatever it is.
No, 50, 34. When I actually log in, I'm like 180 some fucking victories. Like,
Okay, well, this is all based off your login.
It says since
It says
20.
your login.
that's Jake.
Yeah.
How did it get Jake?
I don't
clicked
know.
on
You
me.
didn't. You clicked on Jake.
Yeah.
Yeah, look
Look at
at
this. Look at the years.
Oh my
Dude,
god!
I was like a 14-year-old kid drafting all Cowboys.
Look at you.
Oh, look, look at this.
Somebody's saying,
Look
that's
at the
right.
reason, though. Look at the reason, though. Boom.
Dude, you should have stock in Yahoo. You have like the most time spent ever. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you can see this. I want to blow this up. But literally, he's been on here forever.
Since I was like 8
He
years
was
old
like
or 9 years old. Yeah.
newborn. He came out and was like, Fantasy Yahoo.
I've been on Fantasy Yahoo for fucking ever.
Legit. It literally, it starts before 2009. It doesn't, it goes into the infinite beyond.
It was like 2001 when I started playing Yahoo.
Maybe,
That's
but yeah, we did
hilarious.
get those records back then.
That's
Yeah.
really funny, Bubsies. But you're still not platinum with all those years. I just want to say that. Sean?
Hold on. Go
Well,
back.
hold on.
You can actually see what
Wait,
his
hang
highest
on.
one is, because my highest is diamond, actually.
What I know, but I want to see what Shawnee says. Look, his rating is killing it.
But look at the years though. 2012. I've been playing way longer than you, bro.
2009, 3 years.
I've been playing way longer.
What's the win percentage, Laura, from
What was your first year? What was your first year? You were like all the way down here.
No, that's not a year. That's not a year. Look, it says year. That's where you start. Everybody starts.
Okay, so you were here your first
Here
year?
was my first year.
I did look. I admittedly from like age 14 to probably 16 or 17.
By the way, go
I
back.
had-
to, oh, there you go. By the
Why
way,
does it say trophies is 0 though?
who is that one?
This is you. Oh,
So hold on.
trophies is 8.
So hold on, but look at there. Look there, top level.
Okay.
Diamond.
But listen.
How'd you get to diamond?
Go back. Go
I
back.
did have a solid.
No, I want to show Hoover what his is. He's never reached that. He doesn't know what a diamond feels like.
I did have a solid 4 or 5 years where I was drafting all Cowboys players. I just want you to know that. Look at that down. That did. That's when I was
Oh,
drafting
you didn't
all
even.
Cowboys.
You've never even reached platinum yet. You don't even know what that feels like yet, man.
You've had gold 6
Oh
times. Bubs.
man,
What is this?
you don't know what that level feels like. You got room to grow.
What
all right.
does this mean? A 0.
Oh, those are
Zero.
pick'ems, like we're doing right now. That's
0.
pick'ems. He must have joined a pick'em league and never make the pick.
I never read the thing.
That's
But hold
funny.
on. So wait, I was at
You've
58%.
tied twice? How do you tie?
I've tried too. I can't say anything. I've tried in these games before too.
Like a long time ago,
Have I
they didn't
tried?
have like micro points where you got like percentage points off.
Dude, you pick up points every
I have
win.
no
like you have
ties.
12 points right now from last
Yeah,
your
no
win against
ties.
Laura. You pick up wins
No,
and
this
lose
is
every
me.
week.
No,
Oh.
but what I'm saying, you remember when Yahoo used to do like they didn't have percentage points? It was like 112
We're so off
versus
topic.
112.
Mhm.
We are off topic.
Oh, I always try to do that. I try to make
But
the points work
All
that
I'm
way.
saying is, going into the year,
These people were like, "What the fuck are these
Yeah,
I
guys
don't care.
talking to?"
Sorry, guys. We got off topic.
going into the year, you guys are talking major shit, and exactly what I said happened.
Hoover, you're getting better. Congratulations.
Yeah, you're like are now a part of the actual league.
we can take
Well
you
done.
out. We can take you out of your diapers.
So maybe you can help me with drafting again.
Laura, you're still ahead of them.
I still need help, guys.
I think we're tied.
All right, Bills and Lions, guys.
You
For
made
this
You got
game.
more points than I got.
Well, no, it's based off division record actually.
Okay. What's the
Bills
team
and
record?
Lions. We're going
and we
Bills.
picked
But I want the
Bills.
Lions to win.
Bills.
That's-
By the way,
But that's
Thanksgiving
Thursday
Day.
night game.
Thanksgiving Day, greatest fucking day ever.
Where's the-
Stuff yourself full of fucking food.
There's
Hold on.
3 games.
So that game's in Detroit.
Yeah.
So the Bills are going to win 2 times in a row at Detroit. 2 weeks
Yep.
in a row.
And then the Giants. Oh, they're playing them.
That was a little unfair that the Bills got to go to
Wait, they
Detroit
played them
Wouldn't
twice
they
in a
play Detroit
row.
again?
and then play
No,
Detroit.
no, that Cleveland game got moved to Detroit because they had too much snow in Buffalo.
I understand. So they're just like in Detroit twice.
They're just staying in Detroit.
Giants
Yeah,
and the
no reason to leave
Cowboys.
I already said what I'm going to do. My pick is the Cowboys for the week. So, listen, I've never been more confident
I'm going
in a
with the
Cowboys
Bills on this
victory.
one. I
I'm
think
not-
they're going to win.
I do too.
I don't
I'm
think
not,
this is
I'm not
confident as
saying
he does.
the spread's 7 points. I'm not even saying they're going to win by 7. I'm not saying, but I absolutely guarantee victory on Thursday. I don't care if it's by 1 point or by 30
I feel like
points.
classic Cowboys won on Thanksgiving.
No, it's not classic. We've lost so many fucking times.
I know, but I feel
Once
like
again, I don't think it's a given like he's talking about, but I do side with the
I do
Cowboys
too.
in this game.
I do too. Okay, so Patriots versus the Vikings.
This one I'm so up in the air.
I think
I'm
the Vikings
so-
come back on this one.
The Patriots have a legit defense.
This is
Yeah,
at
they
the
do,
Vikings.
but they're very good at taking away one of the weapons. The problem is, you take away Justin Jeffries, you still have Delvin Cook, you still have T.J. Hawkinson.
Yeah.
Against the Jets, yes, the Jets.
I think this is a
the
comeback
Jets
game
don't-
for the Vikings. I
think
think
about it.
they were made to look bad
Who's
by
home?
you guys.
Who's
It's
home?
the Vikings.
The Vikings are home. I go Vikings.
I'm going Vikings. In this
Yeah,
game.
me too.
Yeah, I think it's a coin flip, so I'll go with the home team.
Okay. Texans and the Dolphins. We're going the Fins.
Fins, yeah,
Okay.
that's gonna be a blowout.
Bengals versus the Titans. I think this is going to be a good game, and I'm
Jamar
thinking I'm
Chase
going
may
to
be
go.
back.
That's
Yeah,
the
you-
elite game on Sunday.
I think I'm going to go Titans just because that's my team.
My boy's back. Jamar Chase is back, so I'm going with the Bengals again.
Fair
Is
enough.
he really back?
He's back this week. Yeah, he's a practicing today.
I'm going to go Titans just in case something happens with him and he comes out and he like screws up his ankle in the first play,
He didn't
and
have
then
that
it
ankle.
goes my way. Whatever happened to him.
He took his knee, right?
No, it's his hip. He has a
Yeah,
crack.
whatever. Whatever happens. A crack in your hip?
Yeah.
Okay, well, they take one bad crack in
I
the
got a
hip.
crack in my knee all day long, but it doesn't matter. I still
Broncos
go.
and the Panthers. What a shit game that's going to be.
Pass.
Pass, yeah. Bears and the Jets. I almost took this game on my survival
Jets.
pool, and then I actually pulled away because both teams are just shit.
Who's the quarterback? Like,
Neither.
I don't
We
care.
don't know
If Justin
yet.
Fields is out of the game. I'm going with it.
Yeah, Justin
Well, that was the
Fields
whole thing.
doesn't play. I'm going Jets no matter.
Well, I was going to take the Jets, but then it came down to all these quarterbacks having issues, and it was like too close to call. So now I don't want nothing to do with it, and that's why I changed my option, which is fair, right? I mean, there was a lot going on, and I didn't
Gotta
know.
pay attention to what's going on.
Falcons, Commandies. Although I think the Falcons could easily pull that out.
I think the Falcons can, but I'm going Commanders.
Me
just 'cause I
too.
think they're hot right now.
All right, so you're going Falcons.
You
we're
want to
going
go
Commanders.
double?
Shit, I'm not going to be here.
He's not going to be here.
So you and me, double for nothing.
Yeah,
I'll
you
do
guys
two
can
shots.
do
You
the
do
bet
two
without
shots.
me.
Let's just do one shot. Just did one shot again.
One shot. All right.
Can you guys bring a balloon here tomorrow and just let us sit in between you and draw a face on it that looks like me with hair?
We'll figure something
We'll
out.
figure something.
I just want to be here if I'm not.
You're still getting punished when you come back.
Whatever, I'm not. You're getting punished. Buccaneers and Browns. What a loser.
It must not
Did you hear me? So what a loser.
I wonder if it caught that beforehand.
Mm-mm.
No, it definitely gets you because the computer is still recording.
That's hilarious.
So, okay, I'll have to figure this out.
What is going on?
If the computer's charging, the camera is not charging.
But why does that make sense?
I don't know.
You should be able to plug the camera into the computer and it charge.
It's the actual charger I'm using.
Oh, it doesn't work.
Yeah. All right, we're back.
Get a new charger, Bobs.
We're back.
Get a new charger. This is week number 2.
We need chargers.
Technically, this is a new charger. I've just, I was trying to have a charger in my bag.
Hey, do we have any
So this
Texans
charger
out
doesn't
there
work
that can
even though it's a
produce
new
the show?
charger, is what you're saying.
You know what, asshole? I do this for free.
I'm looking for an actual producer. Taking work away from you.
Yeah, you gonna pay that producer?
No, they can work for free. They just
Pay me, and I'll spend more money on this.
Okay, I don't even know where we were. Buccaneers and Browns, maybe?
We're Buccaneers Browns, yeah.
Yeah, Buccaneers and Browns. So your guy's still not back until
Not
one
this
more
week. He'll be
week,
back
right?
the following
So we'll
week.
still go Bucks one more week, right?
No, he's getting back against the Texans.
That was week
13. This is 12.
So we go one more week.
Bucks. I'm going
Yeah.
Bucks. I'm going Bucks.
Okay, Ravens, Jaguars. For some reason, I'm going to go Jags. The Ravens should win this, but they're being
God.
boring.
Oh my God! What? Like neither team excites me.
Right.
This is a toss-up. I'm going to go
They're-
Ravens.
I mean, I
Who's
want
the
to.
home team?
I think the Ravens will win it, but I want to go Jags.
I want to go
Jags. Jags are Jags.
I'm going Jags.
Me
I
too.
want to go
Home team
Jags,
is going
but I think the Ravens are going
Okay.
to win.
Raiders, Seahawks.
Seahawks.
I'm going to shoot against you. I'm going to go
Yeah, I was
Raiders.
going to say I feel like I could go either way, really.
I'm going to go Raiders on this one.
I don't know.
Just
who's
to be
gonna win.
opposite.
I can't pick that game.
You just can't be with me.
Chargers
opposite
and
of you.
Cardinals.
Chargers. Well, who's quarterback for the Cardinals?
That's the greatest question of the day.
Who's the Cardinals quarterback?
I feel like that's the question on a lot of these.
Is Mike Williams hurt again?
Yes, he's out.
He's
Him and
out.
Keenan are both out.
They're both
They're
out.
both out. Their number one receiver is whatever that.
Who's the home team?
Cardinals.
Cardinals.
I'm going
Chargers.
I'm basing this off Kyler Murray's playing this week.
I'm gonna go
Oh, he
Chargers.
is?
I'm basing my pick.
What's
off
wrong
this.
with him again?
A hamstring injury.
He gets hurt a lot.
Call of Duty.
Saints and
You
49ers.
just said Call of Duty came out.
Saints 49ers.
Niners.
Niners.
Niners all day. That team's. I wish I could replace my Super Bowl pick and go with the Niners.
If I didn't just pick the Niners for last week, I would have picked the Niners this week.
I'll tell you what. The Niners look good, man.
Dude, I wish I could change my early year prediction of the Niners because remember I said it was going to be the Niners or the Rams, and I think I went the Rams.
I think Bills. I think we said Bills.
No, I had Bills on the AFC side,
Maybe
but I had it coming from the NFC, and I took the Rams.
I don't
over the
remember who I
Niners.
picked.
My team was the
You took the
Cardinals,
same as me.
and
I thought we talked
I
about it.
retired my pick already.
Who was yours?
Cardinals.
Oh yeah.
Okay. We were all wrong. Basically.
We're all wrong.
Rams and the Chiefs. Chiefies.
Chiefs.
Packers and the Eagles.
I'm going Packers.
Eagles.
I'm going back.
I'm not. The Packers are so boring. You lost to them.
You want to double up that shot?
You just want the Eagles.
You want to double up that shot on this one?
You need the Eagles to lose. That's what it is.
No,
You're going
listen.
Packers so that the Eagles lose.
You're not listening.
I already know.
Hoover, you want to double up that shot on this one?
Wow, you guys are gonna double doubles.
The Eagles.
No, we didn't do double on the first
Well,
one.
then we're even if nobody wins.
That's the point.
No,
you want
I'm
to double?
not going to.
Oh, you're whipping.
No.
You're scared. You're scared of your pick. He's scared of his pick.
My pick
He's
is the
scared.
Packers because of the fact that I feel like the tape is out on the Eagles.
Packers are so boring. What are you
Back-to-back
talking about? They're
games,
so
they
boring.
lost one
He's scared.
and almost lost
scared.
another.
Dude, I think I mean, like, literally.
I'm
He
not-
won't take the bet because he knows he ain't winning.
Oh, he just doesn't want to even out. He knows.
He already knows.
He knows
It
it's
ain't.
a loss.
It's not. The Packers
He
are boring
knows.
as fuck.
He knows he would have to even out to take his shot.
Your butt cheeks
It's gonna be
are a
close
close game.
Oh,
All right,
man.
Steelers and the Colts.
Wait. Let
Yeah.
me clarify something before we go
Monday night.
Steelers. And
Oh,
Colts.
here we go.
Let me clarify.
He's still not gonna
If we
take the bet.
both
He's
lose,
still not gonna take the bet.
If we both lose,
We do. We
take
both do a
shots.
shot. Yes, we both do a shot.
It's not nobody does it.
Correct. We know we both
Okay.
do a shot.
You just love
There
punishment.
you go.
I swear to God. Nothing ever.
I don't ever
negates
get away
this.
from the
I'll do that.
punishment. I
I'll
don't
do
care
that.
about doing my side.
I feel like sometimes we just need to love one another.
I do love you.
All right.
But that's why we do this.
Steelers and the Colts, baby. It's not gonna be us.
It's so shitty. No, I'm actually going Steelers. and
I
hate
know.
that.
I honestly
I
feel
actually
that.
hate-
It could
I
easily
hate-
go Steelers. But the Colts should win that game. They have every
so-
ability to win over the Steelers, but I think that
This
going
is
to be-
such a how did this get on Monday Night Football?
Because it's actually the Steelers were entertaining in that Bengals game.
Yeah, they were good. in that
They were
game.
actually entertaining.
How did this get on? They made the schedule prior to
Because the
season.
Colts were expected to be good this year, and the Steelers are the
They're always
Steelers.
a decent team.
Just like
They
the
always
Cowboys.
show up for
Even
things
when the
like Monday Night
Cowboys-
Football, Thursday night games. They always show up for that.
Even when the Cowboys were shitty, guess
Late
what? They
night
still showed up
Sundays.
on Sunday night and Monday nights.
I'm
what the Steelers are
gonna
good
take the Colts to win.
What?
However, I'm gonna take the Steelers. I think the points are gonna be somewhere in the 3.
I do think that the points are going to be different as well.
I think the Steelers will cover. If it's 3.5
can see
points or
that.
more, I think the Steelers will cover. It's
I'm
currently
so
3
confused. The Jeff Saturday Colts actually aren't bad, and
They're not, but I
they're actually
also
playing the way they should.
think that they haven't played the way that they
They
should. this
came
year,
3
so.
plays away from beating the Philadelphia Eagles.
I think that the Steelers defense is going to be a lot for the Colts. I think that it's going to come down to maybe a player or two that really just puts it either one in one direction or the other.
I'm really voting.
I
for
think it's
TJ
going to be a
Watt.
close game. Yeah, I think it's going to be a close game, but I think it's going to be the Pittsburgh D is going to be the big difference maker for
She's
the
trying to give a little
Steelers.
defense credit. I'm just telling you, I'm voting TJ Watt.
No, I think the whole defense I think is going to show up for that game. It's a Monday night game. That's when we show
they
up.
do show up. True, that's true. They do show
So
up.
I think the defense especially shows up. I'm not saying the offense will
we
have
are-
a game, but
what
the
was the
defense
last Monday
especially is
night
going to
game?
show up.
Last
Especially
year
because they let up 38 points last week. That ain't going to sit well.
Probably
Was
against
it
the
the
Bengals.
Dolphins game when the Dolphins beat you guys on Monday Night Football?
Earlier this year was that Monday night?
That was Ryan Fitzpatrick.
We haven't had
Oh
last
no, we had
year.
one last year.
Last year, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Monday Night Football.
We won last year. We actually won that game last year. Good. I'm not saying it's the Dolphins. I'm saying we won the Monday night games. Is what I'm saying.
Because the last Monday Night Football Steeler game I remember was Steelers Dolphins, and Ryan
How
Fitzpatrick
skinny
was.
your legs are now.
On,
Bubs, you're like little. I'm going to have to buy you little boys' clothes pretty soon. Get you the little guys' jerseys and stuff. You're going to be going on that.
He's gonna start looking like Mike McDaniel,
I know.
the Dolphins.
I love that guy. I want to be my head coach. He's so funny.
I told Justin Fields to stop running.
Like pretty soon, my legs are.
He
gonna be
didn't
bigger
listen to
than
me.
yours.
He's so funny. He
He didn't listen to me. I told him to stop running. He didn't listen to me.
Is this gonna break down again?
Yeah,
I'm getting worried. We only have.
Or
so much
we've only
time
been
yet.
on for 5
All
minutes.
right, so survivor pool. Just while he's pulling this up, I am taking the Chiefs. You are taking the Cowboys, baby.
And I'm taking my team, the Niners.
Yeah, the Niners.
And
This is going to be a tough week. I hate this actually.
I think we're all gonna win.
I think we should. I think we should stop
However-
playing this.
No. Stop, Lord Jack. We are all gonna win. Let's reiterate the fact that whatever team wins by the least amount of points is the loser next week.
I don't like this. I think if we all win, we all win. If we have a loser, we have a loser. If we win, we should just bring ice cream and eat ice cream together. That's what I want to do.
Too fat to eat ice cream.
Okay, well, I'll get you low fat.
There's no such thing.
Yeah, huh? Halo. Yeah, Halo ice cream. Steph says it's good. And she is a workout queen. So you're going to tell me, I don't know. Halo is the way I bring it. And I'll bring pistachio for me. What do you like? What ice cream like?
I'm lactose intolerant. I don't eat ice
All
cream.
right, well, we're going to have to bring you a lactate on top of it. Tell me what your favorite ice cream is. I'll bring you a lactate. You can take it at the beginning of the show. By the time you eat it, you'll be good to go.
For some reason, Steelers Monday Night Football is not.
It's like history. We're winners.
It's
That's
not
what it
something
says,
I can
doesn't
pull off.
Is that what it says? It says we're
I would have
winners.
to go back through your schedule last year.
It literally says we're winners.
Man, that's why I'm not even trying, Hoover.
It says we're winners. That's what
It's
it is.
tough. It's tough.
You know me. I like to prove you wrong, but I'm not
But
even
there
trying.
was
It's just too
what
much work.
in the last 2 years there was a game versus the Dolphins Monday Night Football.
If
Ryan
what you're
Fitzpatrick was
thinking,
the starting quarterback.
if what you're thinking is what I'm thinking, it is the rain game, and we ended up winning that game.
No, Ryan Fitzpatrick won the game.
Whoa, Bubs. Okay, so we went over Survivor Pool. So it's everyone's favorite segment, Kids Corner.
Kids Corner. Kids Corner. We need a jingle for Kids Corner.
We do.
It's called
Just own a separate entity on the show.
Kids Corner.
We honestly should just put our kids on
So,
our TikTok. That
You should get your kids.
I was
to
waiting.
sing a Kids Corner thing so they could put
I
it
was
up.
waiting for my mom to talk shit on the fact
Oh my God,
that
yeah,
we
can
talked shit on Lois
She didn't say
last
one
week.
She didn't watch the episode
Not one
this
word,
season.
so she must not have watched last week. Thank God. 'Cause I didn't
Only
need that.
10 people
No,
did
that's the
so.
problem though. That means that things might continue to come up and she might still continue to tell your kids what's going on. Wait, did Olivia invite you into her room for longer periods of time or to like spend any more specific
I
time?
have a story I'm going to tell. So it's good. You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. So I would say update on that real quick. There's been slightly better than previously. Maybe she was just on her period for a long time.
Here we go. Bust it out.
But I posted a picture on social media on Sunday.
Yeah.
I was hanging out with my kids. Cassie was in cleaning mode because her mom's in town. She came in town today, so Cassie's been like cleaning the whole house. Nah, I helped a little bit, but Cassie cleaned the whole house.
This is why Hoover's here tonight.
Yeah. So, anyways, as I'm watching the kids waiting for football to start, my son decides to. He's wearing underwear, but he decides to pop out the bottom of a macaroni box and wear it
That's
as his
Pants.
pants. And my daughter decided to make her home a Amazon box, which is way too small for her. And it was one of the most entertaining photos I've ever taken before in my life. And I didn't even know how to caption it. So I just like, I'm just going to leave this here. And I got a lot of feedback from it. But those are like the little things in life. And like 10 years from now, I might not remember it, but it's going to pop up on my memories. And then I'll probably cry in 10 years because like my kids they're at a pivotal moment in their life where like, and they were all over each other on Sunday. They loved each other Sunday. They don't love each other every day, but that was one of the days they were playing together the whole day. They were goofing off, and it made me happy.
Yeah.
As
That's
a father,
good.
it made me happy, and I'm sure Ollie and Grayson go back and forth on loving and hating each other. It's just a thing as siblings. But as a sibling who my sibling and I don't get along like as adults.
And my sibling and I get along extremely well.
I hope my kids are like that.
Yeah,
Me
I
and
really
my-
do.
he's my brother is
Yeah.
my best person.
Yeah, you and Jake get along great. So I'm
He
the,
actually is coming into town tonight for Thanksgiving.
really I'm the outlier in the group where like my sibling and I don't get along, and I've always wanted us to get along. So
Maybe that's something in the future that you'll be able to have.
no, it's that.
He
shit-
does have it, Laura. You're looking at it.
No,
Yeah,
I know, but
you
I'm
guys
saying,
are my brothers.
I'm saying maybe at some point your brother
Nah.
will come along.
You guys are my brothers. I'm
That's
Honestly,
fine,
I
I'll
don't
be your
think he
brother.
wants it anymore. So
I get it.
I'm done.
say that.
I can love my brother from afar, and
Mhm.
you guys are my real brothers, and like, you guys are always there for me and all that. But I hope my kids have what you and Grant have, and what you and Jake have. And I saw a glimpse
You
of
and
it.
Jake. Jake's like your brother
Yeah,
at this
I was
point
I
gonna
fucking
too.
love Jake. I really do. He's annoying as shit, but I love
He's
him.
funny
That's
about
the
it.
little
He's
brother,
good about it.
though.
That's
I
what
love
a
it.
little brother does.
Yeah,
And,
I was the
He
little
was
sister.
pissing me off yesterday. He was going, me and him were talking about stocks. He was pissing me off just listening to him
Stocks?
yesterday. Yeah,
What is he
he's
talking
18
about?
now. He's getting a little bit into it.
I dig it, but what's he talking about?
I got him. I sent him the Red Robin Hood invite, things like that, and he was just talking to me about different stocks like Bitcoin and things like that.
Oh wait, before we get into the rest of our kids' corner, have either of you ever done like an airport lounge?
Me and you were looking at it. Remember we went to New
I was
York and we were
going
both
to.
looking at it.
So my accountant was telling me, like, you got to get the American Express Platinum card,
That was the one we were looking at.
and I did. I finally got it,
Okay.
and I started using it for all my expenses. You get like, as long as you pay it off
Yeah.
before it's due, you
Yeah.
don't pay any interest on it. You get all these points and all that
Mhm.
stuff. And part of the points is you get the airport lounges. And then when I went to Dallas, I hopped in way too late, but I hopped into an airport lounge and I was like, oh fuck, this is awesome. You get like
See
a
now,
luxury like buffet and alcohol and whatever you want free.
now I'm hating that we didn't go in on it when we went to New York.
Next time we travel together, we're fucking going airport lounge style. It's fucking awesome.
Because me and you kept talking. We were in
We were
at the airport
talking about it.
forever.
It was the way back.
The Inman in New York. We were
Yeah.
in there forever.
What's forever? Because I've spent 8
Oh,
hours.
we were
in
hours.
there.
Well, we were 4 or 5
4
hours.
I was 8 hours.
We had to check out of our hotel at like 11. I don't think
Yeah.
our plane flight left till like 2 or 3.
It was maybe even later than that.
Guys, I
I
spent
think we got delayed.
I
Didn't we
spent
delay?
10 hours in the air coming back from the UK, or you know,
Yeah, that's
and
that's
then
fine.
spent 8 hours in an airport and a layover to then go another 3-hour flight to get home. That was the longest flight, stay, hang out I've ever done. It was
So
awful.
I want to take a second before I do my kids' corner and point out one thing. And I got remembered, and Facebook's great for this. They remind you of your history and your memories.
Mhm.
And I don't always like Facebook, but they do a great job at bringing things up from the
Mhm.
past. Hoover, I don't know if you caught this. They brought up one of yours today from about 2009 or 10 or somewhere in that area.
was the one I shared.
It was the Thanksgiving one that you shared. Yes.
Yeah, I posted it today. To Facebook.
Yes, that's what it was. But I caught it today. Long story short, he posted about how emotional and how much he loves Thanksgiving before us, who all worked in retail, had to go work on Friday at
Mhm.
ridiculous times, stupid
3
shit.
a.m. in the morning.
Mhm.
Way before, like now it's way better for retail.
Oh yeah.
Correct. But he also brought up in there that relatively in the same time frame is when everything changed, basically.
Yeah, I got fired like a month after that.
Altering moments, and couldn't think of any better way. So as much as you had to take the beating on that one, thank you. I'm actually going to shake your hand this time.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, we all went through it one way or another.
I mean, it was
well,
tough.
technically, I got paid. They
Yeah.
paid me. to
Yeah,
leave.
we got bucked.
I got paid to leave.
Yeah.
So,
No, retail used to be way more abusive than it is nowadays, and we all went through it,
Mhm.
and we went through retail.
I'll never
management.
forget when I handed those keys over. I had the biggest cheese on my face that I've had. And like, I worked there for 9.5 years, guys. I've never been written up once. When I handed those keys over, I had the biggest cheese on my face. Because you know what came back to my head at that exact moment was like, I have every holiday back. I have every like event that I missed with my family. Like all of that rushed back to me in that
you
moment.
know what I do on Black Friday?
go shopping.
Whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Fuck I want.
So you and I had opposite. When I got fired, it was 3 days before Christmas, and it was one of probably 5 times in my adult life where I cried.
Yeah.
My wife was 3 or 4
Well, that's
months
a little
pregnant with
different. I didn't have
Roman,
that situation.
and I didn't know what the fuck I was going to do. However, after I calmed down and realized, like, and I was sitting there on Christmas, like, and not having to work the next day and all this stuff, and I was like, it was a blessing, you know, at that point. Like, hey, at least I get a couple days with my family. And to this day, Bob Zawoski.
Yeah.
Zawoski. I have a Shamoski in my life too. He's a plumber. Bob Zawoski gave me a part-time job at HP for a short period of time. That, like, it was super flexible.
But then our old DM, our old, like, I guess we could call him Papa Russ at this point. Didn't he kind of line things up a little bit for you?
He told me I could have filed for unemployment. He wasn't going to fight it,
Mhm.
and I appreciate that. But I just never was that type of person.
But I thought he was the person who reached out to Zawoski at that time and kind of.
I'm not sure. I
Hinted.
reached out to Bob. I know that much, and Bob said, like, absolutely, I got you. Work 20 hours a week. It's super flexible whenever you want to work. You know, just go show up at a Best Buy and sling a couple printers, and it was. I was blessed to have somebody just, like, look out for me in that moment, and it's the greatest thing that ever happened.
Yeah.
It really was.
Yeah, moved you into a totally different avenue and made you work real fucking hard.
Yeah, like
And push for you.
I don't know where my life would be at if I wouldn't have gotten fired.
Probably overworking yourself.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah,
And
Me
not
too.
enjoying
I'd have
and
some
not
T-Mobile
enjoying
stock.
and not enjoying it.
I'd have like maybe $100,000 in T-Mobile stock.
There's a possibility there.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I my life worked out for the better.
Sorry, didn't mean to throw us off Kids Corner,
No,
but I
I
thought
get
it was a moment to
No, I
bring up.
get
So
it.
I shared it today.
We
and
all
it
went
was-
through it in a different
I
way.
almost didn't share it, and then I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna share
I
it.
caught it, and it just made me think of everything. It was one of the, you know how busy I've been today running around. Actually,
Yeah.
both of you. I talked to both of you today, but it was just one of those things I ended up catching, and I'm like, fuck. And it just made me think most of the day.
You know what's funny? When I have a nightmare, guys, you know what my nightmare is?
Oh, jeez.
That I'm going back to an interview to work back at T-Mobile. That's literally my nightmare when I have a nightmare. It wasn't even that it was such a terrible job. It's just the
You
realization
guys,
of getting back into like
do you know
that whole mode. Yeah.
Do you guys, well, you know this. Do you guys know how many managers tried to get me to come back as a rep?
No, I get it,
After
but I'm just saying, like,
They let me go. They, Chris Booth, Mike Harris,
Mm-mm.
Russ Paul, Tom Wilczynski. I got calls from every one of
Well,
them.
you're rehireable. I don't
Yeah.
think
I am retired.
No, neither one of us are.
Once again, they paid me to leave, remember?
Even though they said to me when they fired me, you didn't take anything, you didn't profit off of anything, and you didn't take any money or like there's no like monetary value that you
Well,
took.
technically in their books, I didn't get fired. That's why.
Well, no, I get it.
mine was different. I had to pay back the money I discounted.
I didn't owe anything to them. That's the whole kicker. Never was written up. You were never written up in the company.
No, but I had to pay back the 20. It was like 26, 25 plus taxes and fees that I had to pay back for discounting over my authority.
Right, but that's the funny thing is when I didn't pay anything back. I
Isn't
didn't.
that crazy? I gave them 8 years of service and they made me pay back.
9.5 for me.
So, long story short, like I'm so grateful it happened, but it was one of the most painful moments of my life.
Well, right. I'd never been fired from a job before.
Yeah.
Especially one that I worked 9.5 years, never been written up one time. I look back on it now, I'm like, why did we say that?
We should have been written up. We should have been written up a lot of times.
So I get it, but they didn't.
There was
though.
enough that we should have been.
No,
But they
100%.
didn't though.
They didn't though. Yeah, they
It
didn't
was
even
never
know what
because
we
it
were
was
doing.
never for performance. It,
No, that's what I
it was
mean.
never for performance.
It was like abuse against each other.
Hooker heels.
Yeah.
The hooker heels, the locking each other in the back room.
there was definitely HR shit
the
that they
lotion
should
on
have
the
called
toilet
us out.
seat. All
Yeah,
the
it would have
shit that
taken
happened.
one of us complaining on the other person.
But that was the catch. Ian didn't run into that until after we were gone. He went back to the location and ran into an HR issue
Right.
then. Not with us. I ran into a
Stephanie.
district manager who just didn't
I
know what
ran
she was
into a
doing.
district manager.
You ran into a district manager, which turns out to be the same district manager, by the way.
She didn't know how to coach me.
Who didn't
She
know.
didn't know what to do with me.
Well, she just didn't know how to run a business.
She didn't know what to do
She
with
was
me.
leaving when I was.
I'll give her that. She could not figure out what I was doing, to understand what I was doing, to even begin to coach me. So I will give her that.
Listen, there's probably nobody listening at this point. However, long story short is if you're sitting there
I wouldn't
listening,
be listening at this point, but
if you're sitting there listening to this craziness, okay,
Thank
at
you.
this
we're
point-
just going on. This is definitely a Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving
Fuck.
episode. However, if you're sitting there listening and you're doing something you don't want to fucking do every day, just fucking
doing
stop.
it, yeah.
Just
Find a different- find
your
something else.
passion, find your whatever, and just fucking jump and go. Bet
Yeah.
on yourself.
Dude,
That's
maybe,
Yeah, bet on yourself for sure.
maybe
But
I'm rambling. Maybe I'm rambling right now, and I don't usually do this on episodes. Maybe I'm rambling, but I can honestly tell you about after maybe it was 12 to 15 months of knowing you. I remember when you came into the store after starting to listen to podcasts, not even podcasts, you gave me a CD saying, hey, listen to this about his real estate ideas.
Yeah.
Remember the one time we were all drunk at we were at Berg's. We were all drunk, and I'm like, you guys gotta do this real estate thing with me. And
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll be on the beach in 25, 50 years.
Which we will.
No, Ian doesn't like sand. We're not going to the beach.
I'm going to the beach.
I'll be on the beach.
Go to the beach, boy.
I gotta be warm from now.
Go to the beach like
Jesus.
in 2 days.
Fucking hate it. Fucking hate being cold.
I'm getting out of here.
So what's your kids' school?
My kids' corner is that I'm well, actually, my kids' corner. I'm gonna talk about my nieces because I'm about to go see them. I'm getting out of here on Thursday. Every year, me and my family we gather somewhere,
Enjoy your vacation. I
And
love
yeah,
you. I
we're
love
gonna-
you. You deserve it.
and we're gonna go and I'm gonna spend that time with my nieces and really, just because I don't see them. Everybody else gets to see their loved ones because they're like here, they're local. I see my nieces if I'm lucky once or twice a year, and it breaks my soul every time I leave them. So like the times that I get to spend with them are my favorite. I can't wait to see my brother, and I just can't. Like me and my brother are gonna go riding. We're taking the quads out. We're gonna go a whole day, just me and my brother riding on the quads and doing like just us, like we were kids again.
I think it was one of the look. We all sacrificed to be here
Mhm.
and record with each other.
Yeah.
I think we do it for each other, not
Yeah.
for whatever audience we have. 30.
I can
40,
care less. At this
50.
point, I can care less. Nothing personal. If you guys are listening, I do love you, but
Yeah,
it is
but-
not.
I think it was last episode or the episode before. Lord Jack's phone was buzzing, and it was a video call from one of her nieces, and it was the hardest
Second,
reject
yeah.
Yeah.
that she's ever had to do it.
Oh, yeah.
She was like, "Oh
Oh,
fuck," and like I wouldn't have hated you if you would have said like,
No.
"Let's pause this real quick."
No.
Oh, you could even pick it up. Hey, you want to be on the show?
Yeah, whatever. It would have been fine.
I'm all
Very
about
hard.
family. I could care
But
less.
she sacrificed. She
Yeah.
paused.
They're
and-
my peeps.
Yeah.
I'll give you credit.
Yeah,
'Cause I don't know if I would have. My kids
That
are
was
with me.
way more of a punishment than you
Right.
say you're fucking Rudolph. the
Right.
Red-Nosed
No, really
Reindeer.
was. My nieces are like, I like he's saying I'm really close with my brother. My brother's literally my favorite person on this face of this planet. Like
Yeah.
we get along extremely well. We've been through a lot
I've
together.
never met Grant.
He's like literally a funnier.
friends
He's a
with him on
funnier
Facebook.
version of me.
No.
Oh,
No
100%.
chance.
Dude, I'm it's
He's like
me.
one of the funniest people I know.
My brother is 1,000 times
I
funnier.
gotta meet Grant.
My brother
Yeah,
is like
I'm thinking-
Chris Rock, Adam Sandler.
You think,
Oh.
you think this is
Jim
they're
Carrey.
over-dramatizing
No,
this?
and Chappelle all mixed into one human. My brother is literally he grew up doing like, oh, we don't play
is
that.
Grant one of our fans?
Yeah, he
Okay.
literally watches every
Oh,
week.
Grant is listening. Next time you come to Pittsburgh, Grant, we have to all get together.
Yeah,
Yes.
dude, my brother's
Actually,
way
you're invited.
funnier.
We can make room for 4.
He's
Yeah,
way funnier than
100%.
it.
100%.
Like I am like a 10th of his silly / funniness.
You're the silliest person I
But I'm a 10th of this dude.
know. Okay.
And like his
Same.
girls are the same way. So like when we all get together, it's just like a bunch of silly and a bunch of crazy and a bunch of wildness. So like literally the next, I don't know, 9 days are about to be like the best days of my lives.
All right, Shawnee,
Enjoy.
Gray, and Ollie, what's been going
It's
on?
not
Yeah,
even
these
that. I'm
schools up
changing
there.
this up for
Oh.
Kids Corner. I'm changing it up.
Okay.
So I brought up the sentimental thing that you brought up today,
Mhm.
but I'm taking a second. And I mean, I honestly can go for days with the kids. You guys know this. That's
We all
all
can,
of
yeah,
you.
sure.
But what you can't do all the time is say thank you. My kids, they create so much love for me and so much enjoyment for me on a daily basis. They are the reason why I do everything I do. They are the reason why I do business the way I do. They are the reason why I'm here, because I love doing this video and I want to show them the right way to have friends and be friends with your friends. They are the reason I do for what I do. So thank you. I want to say thank you to you guys, because
Yeah,
you guys
absolutely.
are family.
Listen, we might only have 36 followers or whatever on YouTube, and way less on podcasts, by the way. But this show is going to be archived, and our kids are going to be able to go back and watch it. Sir's going to be able to go back and watch it long past. No, I'm just kidding.
So hold on.
Oh,
Your
man.
nieces are going to be able to go back and watch it long past we're gone.
There is one last thing I wanted to do. And you guys don't know this. They don't know I'm doing this. And I don't always pull my phone out. Actually, I don't know if I've ever pulled my phone out of my pocket during the show.
Not this season.
Other than searching for things.
Like previous seasons, yeah. The season 1 you did.
But give me a second here.
Oh shit! It's video calling somebody. Jake. Sam.
Let's see. Let's see.
Video calling.
Yeah, Jake.
Hey, put your video on.
I'm driving.
Okay, well, pull over because you're on Two Dads Drink. Oh, we can't see him. Say Happy Thanksgiving to everybody or Jake.
Happy Thanksgiving, Jake.
Happy
There he
Thanksgiving.
is. Jake.
Happy Thanksgiving. I just got a 90 and a 55.
Oh, nice. Very good.
Wait, you got a speeding ticket?
Yes.
That's shitty,
90
dude.
and a 55.
On Thanksgiving week? All right.
Oh shit!
I'm sure we're going to hear about that on Thursday.
Jake's losing his license.
Right?
Oh, fine.
Did they literally tag you for that?
Yeah, they only tagged me for 80 and a 65.
Okay, so good. They kept you under 20. Good.
Fight it.
that-
The cop won't show up.
Yeah,
Just
fight it.
Fight it. Don't get the points. Just pay the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
show up. If the cop doesn't show up, you automatically win.
Yeah.
And even if
No,
he does
do it.
show up, usually they take the points away and you just pay the.
They'll waive the points, dude. Fight it.
Oh, perfect.
Fight it. Pay the fee. Pay the fee because that's probably the most they'll make you do.
I just did this like a year
Fight it.
ago. I got a speeding ticket.
Yeah, we are being serious.
Yeah, no, I got a speeding ticket like a year ago, and it was 25 over, and I showed up. It was in my wife's vehicle, of all things.
It was. I do remember.
Yeah, and I showed up and I fought it, and the cop didn't show up, and I got off scot-free.
Well, listen, even if he does show up, I've done this a million times. You show up and you just say, listen, I'm really worried about these points on my license. I really can't, I don't want that. I've never been in trouble before. And they'll literally just wipe it.
Nonetheless, Jake, I don't want to cut you off. Me and you will talk about this week. I called you. We're literally recording right now the Two Dads Drink episode.
So you just told everybody you got a speeding ticket.
Pretty much.
on national YouTube.
No, don't worry. We only have 36 followers. Nonetheless,
He's like, I'm hanging up.
Which one is Jake? So we had 35 followers.
Yeah.
you're right.
I actually have 2 accounts.
We had 34. We had 34. And technically, I think all three of us.
All three of us.
followed,
So we got like 30.
Nonetheless, I want to do something different. I wanted to call you. You're a great brother, and I just want to tell you I love you and happy Thanksgiving.
We all love you, Jake.
Love you, Jake.
Love you too. Thank
So,
you. You're a great brother as well.
Thank you, bud. But I'll
We
see
got you, Jake. We'll show up to the police station with you. Like, we didn't see shit.
We probably all
Nothing.
would. We not even probably. We would. So,
That cop is lying on him.
all right, Jake. But I'm gonna let you go. Get home safe. Let me know when you're home.
Have a happy Thanksgiving.
You
Be
too.
careful
Happy
going home.
Thanksgiving.
Slow down.
See you.
Yeah, I'm only going 30 over.
See you,
Cruise control.
Yeah.
see you Thursday, brother.
See you.
Love you.
Not here.
He was so scared when he got that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, he was so shit. He was shitting his pants. 30 and a 55 or 90 and a 50. He was shitting his pants.
Oh, God.
Sorry, guys. That was me doing something random, something different
we-
for Kids Corner,
we've
but
all
that
been
was
there.
there.
We've all been there.
Um,
I mean,
guy.
we both. I mean, you obviously know Jake his whole life, but I've known Jake since he was like.
oh, you had him like he was like not even 10. Dude, he's only
Nah,
18. You've known me for 13 years. You've known him for.
so 7, maybe 6.
No,
I
he-
don't know. He was little.
He was little. He was a
fucking
little guy.
He's always little.
He's little.
He's little.
He's not that little anymore, but
No, he's
just so you know, he's not that little anymore.
He's still
right?
little. I'll still whoop his ass.
Whatever you say. All right, so that was my Kids Corner
I don't
because I
think
wanted
you
to
whoop
do something
anybody.
different, guys.
No, I would whoop Jake's ass.
I would whoop at least Jake's ass.
He doesn't realize we're
I
getting
said,
older.
you
as
can't
Jake
whoop
is
anybody's
getting-
ass. He said, I can at least whoop Jake's ass.
He doesn't realize we're getting older as he's hitting his prime. This is the shitty part.
Yeah, I'm
I mean-
old and I still whoop that ass.
I mean, I worked out quite a bit, and I'm feeling pretty confident.
Dude,
about
I
myself.
literally just blocked you in here like 2 weeks ago. Better block you've ever seen.
Oh, pull up the video because you blocked me for like a second, and I was drunk,
Guys,
by the way.
go watch the video on
I
TikTok.
pushed
It's
you,
on
you pushed me
TikTok.
back, and then I continue to push you
No,
forward.
get out of here.
It's on TikTok, guys.
Who was the better?
All right,
It's on TikTok.
deuces.
I won.
Deuces.
Love you all.
Deuces.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
See you after
Thanksgiving, guys. Love you.
Thanksgiving.